What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. We're on video 3, so I can now do the whole subscribe to my channel. No, honestly, I would really appreciate it if you would like, comment, and subscribe to my channel now that you've kind of got a bit of a flavour of what I'm offering, kind of tea and realness that I'm dishing out to you. Just, hit that little subscribe, hit the little notification bell so that you are aware when I'm posting. At the moment, I'm aiming for like every week, once a week on a Sunday, because I love Soul Sunday. Soul Sunday is just a day where you like chill out, you reset yourself for the week. So I feel like, what's better than coming to sit with me and we chat about what's going on. If you haven't seen my last 2 videos, please go back and have a watch. I try to kind of connect my content all together, kind of like a story, or like just like a natural flow. They don't necessarily, I haven't said anything in my last video that's like a huge story and you're watching this like, what's this about? Today's video, now I know when you read the title you was like, that's deep. I need to tell you something, guys, as my audience. You can't keep pouring from a cup that's empty. You have a limited amount of energy within you. And if you think about all the factors in life that actually like take out that energy, you have to be so resourceful with who you give your limited energy to. Now, you go to work. If you're working a 9 to 5 days a week, that's a lot of your energy already gone, physically, mentally, socially. Like, I know sometimes when I was working the jobs I used to work, because I was like a community worker, I was working with vulnerable people, I had to put so much social energy into talking to people. I was exhausted. By the time I came home, I just wanted peace and quiet. Like, I would honestly come home, and for anywhere between 1 to 4 hours, I would come in my room and I would just, like, no one speak to me, please don't speak to me. Because I've been speaking all day. I do not have the energy to now come and speak to you. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I cannot do it. Now, say you've got even jobs without those type of situations where like you just have your physical energy taken out of you. Commute, your job might be very active, it might be very mental, you might have had a very stressful day, and going to work takes up a very big portion of our lives. Sadly, capitalism, it consumes us on so many levels. So you have to honestly engage yourself and engage your energy, your finite amount of energy, into people that are not going to drain it further. If anything, they're going to keep it stable, they're going to increase your energy, or I think that's it. Because, okay, in context, like, to keep it stable means that when you go to see that person, they ain't adding stress to your life. They're not putting you in situations that are making you feel anxious. You're not going into situations where you feel like you're going to be judged. You're not thinking like, oh, they're going to cause drama with me, they're going to cause an argument with me. Like, you just want to go to bed at night and be like, I saw my friend today and it was lovely, good night, God bless. Alternatively, you want to be around people that, if you're not having a good day, if you've had a crappy day at work, if your mental health is not in the best position, and even if you say that to them, like, oh, I'm not feeling too good today, I had a shit day at work, I'm not feeling good in myself, and they say, oh, come over, like, we'll just chill. If you go to them and then you feel better than when you started, they are adding to your energy. They are giving back to you something in one of the best forms that I personally think and I value from friendships, which is energy. Like, you are making me feel good, you've made my stresses feel somewhat less than because maybe we had a conversation about how I was feeling. You gave me a good laugh, like all of the above. Do you know what I mean? Like, so this is why we need to be selective with who we give our energy to. Because if you're at a point in life where you can't handle any more weight on your shoulders, and like you feel it physically weighing you down, and you have people in your life that, although you want to help them and you want to motivate them, you want to encourage them, you want to say, come on, you can do this. If you can't even do that for yourself, then you can't pour into their cup without first pouring into your own. Because your cup is empty and now they've got a full glass. And the problem with things like that is, and I think this is one of the worst things, I won't say particularly when you do it with close friends, because like I said, when you do it with a close friend, you expect mutual energy. You expect sometimes to pour into their cup and sometimes they pour into your cup. There's a nice little balance going on. But sometimes if you do it too much for people, if you're always the person that when someone's in need, when someone needs help, you're like, oh, I'll help you. I'll do this for you. I'll go above and beyond for you. And you keep, your cup's empty. I wish I had a cup right now. Your cup is empty and their cup is empty too, but you're pouring. I don't know what you're pouring because there's nothing in there. And you're filling it up. You, at some point, this is the worst thing. At some point, if they don't value you enough, when they're goods and when they no longer feel the way they felt or their situation has changed, they turn around, they'll look at you like, I can't help you. I didn't ask you to do that. And you're like, and you will feel taken aback and you'll feel like, raw, okay, you know, I helped you when you needed it. And sometimes people turn around and say, I didn't ask you to. And that is a lesson that sometimes we don't digest. Sometimes people continue pouring, even when they know that people aren't always appreciative. So you have to be selective. And alternatively, even if you have that exchange where you have a friend that does give you mutual energy and does support you and does give back, sometimes you just even have to say to them, I can't help you. You have to say, like, I'm sorry that you're going through what you're going through, and I'm sorry that you're finding it difficult, but I cannot help you. I have to take a step back for me because right now I don't have the energy to even help you. I don't have the resources to offer you support. And there's nothing wrong in that. If someone's really your friend, they will say, okay, I understand. It's difficult, I think, to comprehend for some people, but it's not impossible. You just have to, for one moment, put yourself in their position, or equally think about a time where you might have felt the same. You know, no one's on 100 all the time. So if you sometimes have to take a step out to get yourself back to at least an optimum level where you can help someone, that is more beneficial to you and the other person than continuously pouring when there ain't nothing else to give. You know, sometimes even just listening is more than enough. But listening is also like a mental energy to kind of sit there and listen to someone. So sometimes if you don't even want to go and see someone, if you feel like, you know, they are going through it, but you're equally going through it, you sometimes just need to just recalibrate your own energy, reset that clock. Sometimes just take time out for yourself. Be by yourself for a day, couple of days, like do things you enjoy, and then you can build that energy up. You can now pour water into your cup, and then your cup is full. When your cup is full, your energy to other people is felt differently. When your cup is empty, you just won't be able to do it. I remember a couple of months back, my cup was low. There wasn't even drops in the cup, like, let's be face it. And I remember saying to like my closest friends, I was like, I just don't have the mental energy right now to do things that are fun. Like, I don't want to see people. I don't want to do anything, do you know what I mean? Because I was just not in the position to entertain it. I didn't want to put up a facade of like, oh, I'm having fun and I'm enjoying myself, because that wasn't real. But once I took the time out for myself, once I really, figured out a few things, I felt reset. Like my energy felt different. I woke up differently. I didn't wake up feeling heavy anymore. I woke up feeling optimistic. Like, yeah, what am I doing today? I just had so much more energy. I felt like I was listening to people better. I felt like I was just present. That's a big one, being present. Because when you're going through something, when your cups drains, when life's when you don't always feel present. So if you don't feel present and you're kind of caught up in your own thoughts and your own feelings and everything that's going on, then when you are in someone else's company, they're gonna feel that. They're gonna feel like you're not really here. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're here, but we're not really conversating. You're thinking about one thing, you're not listening to what I said, and that in itself can sometimes cause conflict, because sometimes people don't appreciate not being heard. But to be heard, first you need to have the energy to hear. So if you're in a situation where you are, I get it. I'm a very, very understanding person as a whole, and as a friend. Like, I love being there for people. I've always been that person that goes out of my way to help people, and I was doing it too much, to be fair. I was doing it for the wrong people, and now I just do it for the right people. I conserve my energy and my time as much as possible. My time is so precious to me. So that's why I don't like people wasting it, and I don't want to waste my time and energy either. I want to know that if I'm going to do something with someone, I'm doing it maybe not 100%. No one has a 100% day, but maybe like 80, 90. Like, that's a good optimum to have. But if I feel like I can't do it, I'm going to say to you, I can't do it. I can't do it. There's nothing in me to give, nothing in me to give. And I feel like there's no shame in that. Please, never, if someone says to you, if someone uses the word selfish, if someone uses the word, that's probably the biggest one. If someone says you're selfish, if someone gets all childish about it, it's kind of like, says like, oh, they don't want to see me, but and they're not understanding what you're trying to say to them, then I would just say just go, because that person doesn't respect you enough, because they want you to prioritize them over yourself, and that for me doesn't work. You have to recognize that I'm number one. Okay, I, as narcissistic as it sounds, I am the captain. So I have to be the captain of my ship, because my ship's gonna sink whilst your ship's over there sailing. No. But yeah, just don't let people use certain words to define your character, especially when it comes to selfishness. Yeah, I'm selfish. Okay, what are you gonna do? Wow. Just don't, because that again is just draining energy. You see, draining energy. Words. If people can say to you, I understand, like, take the time you need. That's a lovely one. Take the time that you need. That shows to me that you are an understanding person. You have an understanding nature, and you realize that it's not always about you. Life is not always about other people. So stop pouring if your cup's empty. That's the message of the week. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, like, comment your thoughts, comment your experiences. I love to hear it. I want to hear it. I'm gonna build a community of let's hear it all. And if you haven't already watched my last two videos, you will like them just as much. See you next week, guys.